Good day and welcome back to Elementary 72 Gaming, and for today's video I'm actually starting off with quite a big situation that has been going on for me, and that is my failure with CVC. Now, it's not entirely my fault that my clan lost the CVC. I am part of the fault, and it's definitely part of the reason for the failure. Another part of the reason is just poor matchmaking, which is outside of the player control. That is all on the side of Polarium's matchmaking strategy, and I understand why it was done, and I'll just show you what I mean again as soon as this is over. This should have been over in a matter of minutes, but looks like the boss is more difficult than he used to be. Actually, no, it's not the boss is more difficult, it's my players have become tougher against this boss because of the addition of that one character into the fight. Just look at that crazy damage. Oh, that is what I was waiting for. This is gonna be the end. One more hit. We'll take out at least 2 of them. Oh no, he didn't. Yeah, then we're gonna have... That is something which isn't right. Death Knight is supposed to have been recovered with 50% health, but he's only recovered with a single bar. I don't know why that happened, but that's definitely counter to the revival mechanism. I'll show you what I mean as soon as this is over. And it's something that I've noticed that they do in rare occasions with certain champions, and it isn't always that way. Sometimes you'll revive with his full half, but most times it will be within that smaller faction. 18 million. Shoot, this is a crazy amount of damage on the first boss. That's almost half of his health just with my team. Almost at 50 rounds. Ooh. That is something I really wanted to do, survive 50 rounds against the Demon Lord. 45 turns, that is fantastic. 8.3 mil, cannot complain about that. Definitely a massive improvement in that team's performance. And let me just claim that reward which is sitting here. Okay, so let's go through all the parts where I failed my performance. I know I could have made it to 80 mil. The reason is I'm short of 20 hours of gameplay. Now, I live in South Africa. As I said, we're having energy problems. Our government is incompetent, our energy industry is incompetent, and basically incompetence just breeds more incompetence. So we ended up with power failures that ended up really hurting us big time. And here we go. You can look at my contribution, it's 60,000. Where did I end up? Top 3. 5,000 under the others, and my mistake would have had me at 90,204. So yeah, I should have been even higher than this year, and that would have been 878,000. But we still couldn't have beat them at 1,300. But let's just go for this year, and I'll show you why this was a an unfair matchup, right? Just count the levels, right? We're going to basically work it on an average, so we'll start at 97. Oh, wait. 1 minute. Okay, sorry about that. I just wanted to get the calculator out, and there's a reason behind this. Let's work out what the average level is. 97 plus 75 plus 71 plus 77 plus 67 plus. Alright, I just had to click in. This isn't looking like it's gonna go good, but here's it. 87 plus 65 plus 71 plus 80 plus 70 plus 66 kidding me? I just made a mistake. Isn't there a way to go back? that mistake. That is like the worst mistake I could have made. Okay, let's start with the bottom. So 24 plus 30 plus 37 plus 43 plus 59 plus. Alright, so let's go like this. This might be easier. It's 59 again. 59 again. Plus 60 plus 50 plus 60 plus 52 plus. Alright, let's go on. 66 plus 52 65 plus 65 plus 62 plus 74. Alright, so I know I'm close to the start. Yeah, I've done all of these guys before, so plus 66 plus 62 plus 66 plus 70 plus 80 and then plus 71. This is going to show some importance in a little bit. Obviously, this is a very long process for doing this here, but I just have to show you what I'm talking about. And there's an obvious advantage to this here, which is just too obvious for you to not realize it immediately. And it takes something very special to overcome this. It takes massive physical spin. And we'll divide that by 30, and that gives us the average of 62. So their average is 62, so let's see what our team's average was. So we'll exit this and let's hit second power, member power. Right, let's go for this one here. 52 plus 56 plus 42 plus 39 plus 51. Now obviously this is already on a bad show because we're already on the back foot and we haven't even yet started to climb like daily. I forgot that can happen. Okay, I'm just gonna start speeding this up because I'm getting tired of all of this. 52 plus 56 plus 42 plus 39. The reason why I don't like using my my keyboard directly is then you don't get to see what's going on, but because of the amount of flops, I'm just going straight for it right now. Plus 47 plus 43 plus 44 plus 42 plus. All right. Yeah, here comes it. It's getting worse actually. We're falling so far behind that our average is going to be well below theirs. Oh, it's 46 again. And 46 again, and 48, and 43, 46, 47. It's not looking good for us. We were really overpowered. I thought it was over actually. And that is equal to that divided by 30, 44. So let's see what it is. They have about a 20 average advantage on us. So 20 is the amount of AP they have times 30. That gives them a 600 AP advantage over us standard, right? So that is where the standard advantage comes in. Then you have gem scores and all these things where they're earning at higher levels, they already have higher power. All of that, there is another advantage. The 600, which I'm talking about, it's 20 levels, is the power advantage. So the difference between a level... wait, let me just go through the rest of this in the actual tournament, and I'll show you why it makes such a big difference. This isn't a rant or anything. It's fine that they matchmake like this here, but they just have to be a lot more careful with it. This is a ridiculous one. Just because our levels are similar by level, that means that we're putting in more time, but we don't have as much power as these guys. End of story. Here's it. Versus, no. Objectives. Alright, so when it comes to champion pickups, we can get sacred shards from higher levels of your dungeons. So that means that everybody who does sacred shards can score here. Everybody who does regular can score here. So you can see that it's 1 or 2 per shard that they have. It's very small of a difference, but oh no, sorry, it's not small. Let's say for example that in 10 runs you get a secret shard once in every 0.5, so 1 in every 20, and you get a regular shard 1 in every 10, right? So let's say 10 here versus 1 of this here, that's 140 advantage in just that 10 to a 20. And if you make this here 20, that's 130 advantage. 130 point advantage straight up for the sacred shards. And this is just at the bare minimum. Now you get this here as 1/3 of the score, same with the epics. And there you go, another huge score. So you're getting even more power. And then you get legendary champion at 10,000 per score. Once again, your score is just going through the roof. Champion for the first time, 20,000. You can see all of this is going to add into it. Upgrading ranks. Because you're scoring in rare champions, you're going 5 all the way down, not the 1s and 2s. Upgrade champion ranks, you can see there's the scores for it. And ascensions. Okay, so you have the massive advantage because you also have the potions. You have all of the potions coming for you. You're most probably gold 3, gold 4. That's where you should be at those levels. But anyway, campaign objectives. You're not going to be just fighting on brutal. You'll be able to fight on nightmare because of progression. Then let's see, potions and keeps. You're not fighting in the 11 to 15. You're fighting in 16 to 20. So there you go. You're going to be scoring at least 80 per hit. So yeah, big time scores. And your times are lower. So you're getting more time, more efficiency, bigger amounts of score. All of that is on your edge. Just with the 20 minutes, you can see this is a 20 score difference. And even at the minimums, they make massive differences. Minotaur, okay, I'm on 15 and most people at around 40 can get here. And my clan averages out at 40, so there's no difference on that one. It's exactly the same. Dragon objective, they can get all the way down here. I can go all the way till 15, so 20 score. They could be all the way in 100 score. That is a big difference. That's quite crazy. Golem, similar story. They could be all the way down at the bottom. That's just way too much to even try and make up. Fire Knight, I don't even know if it's something to talk about. Spider, they could be taking out level 25 for max level gear. Fantastic for them, but bad for us on the other side. Faction Wars. This is also another one. They're not going to be fighting the Faction Wars in these 2 levels. They're going to be at this level here. So yeah, that's 200 and 500 per score, possibly even 21. Arena objectives. Once again, this is all going to be in gold medals. So 20 per score and gold bars at 5 per score. They should be able to get higher. Demon Lord objectives. They should be higher on this natural score. And glyphs, this is because of your level. Yeah, this is going to be higher as well. I could have done this here just as well as them. I just can't get rank 6s. So rank 3, 4, 5, rank 3, 4, 5. That's where I am. You can see that's basically end of the day where it goes. And miscellaneous gem spend is basically where we all equal. Now you might be thinking that's just a bitter rant for the most part of it, but it's not. It's actually just to say why bad pairings are very dangerous. And this is where the thing becomes extremely hazardous. You see, most of the differences come at a certain level. Now I'm at the brink of these levels. Soon I will also be in this category where my formation changes from the 1 and 2s to the 150 to 10,000 scores in every single thing that I do. And that is where they are based. Once you pass about level 60, you're just going to start pushing on score. Remember, you on Dragon's Lair level 16 to level 20. You're going to start breaking through level 20 within that 60 to 70 mark. They had several 70s and above, they had 90s and above. That means they were scoring 300s plus very easily. And when you look at their members, you can see that they had scores that are just ridiculous compared to us. Just look at this. So when we finally start getting matches to us is right here, rank 5. This here is similar on the lower levels, but when you are in the lower levels, and that is below rank 40, you actually have an advantage being lower. And this is kind of weird, right? Below rank 40, so if you have a team that averages 20, they have rank up advantage. Rank ups they can do very, very quickly with minimum amounts of effort. Their scoring is a little bit lower, but they're going to gain rank ups and they're going to gain more and more score faster and faster. They can grow at alarming rates. They can score all the way up here at the top with us at 60 to 65 because of rank ups. And that's because they're going to have one whole additional energy spend which wouldn't have been there. Plus they're gaining gems, which is another score on their side. And provided they use their gems correctly, they're going to be able to double up that score and they're going to be able to sit here with us on the top. Their times are really, really low, so they don't have to worry too much about progression. And when they start hitting high times and slow progression, it's going to be about the time that they've already clicked up into 45, 46. And then they're going to be on slow time and slow progression. And everything starts to equal out. Everybody is equal for a bit. Then you get 50 to 60, be the same category. You must match people up within that 10-point category. Matching them up with a 20-point category difference like this here is just not good for you. Look at that. 800 plus 133,000. To be honest, my clan didn't really stand much of a chance. We scored almost 50,000 more than we did last time, or 150,000 more than we did last time, but we still didn't stand a chance against them. If the entire clan I'm in was 10 levels higher at 50 versus 60, I don't think our member scores would have been this low. I think we would have all averaged around 30,000 at the bare minimum. Yeah, as you can see, I'm looking at their scores. This is an easy one to average. You just take 1,330 or 340 and divide it by 30. That will give you 40,000 a person. That is where they went. 40,000 a person is a contribution. Our team, as you can see, it's 800 divided by 30. We're just under 20. You can see big difference in scoring capability. And if you look at the bottom, those with the lower ranked scores are generally those who are lower ranked in terms of level as well. So yeah, it plays a big part. And you're looking at the top here, these are all the guys who are close to level 50 or in the level 50s. Some of these are in between levels and came up really fast. But just look at the difference in scores. 65 to 32 and theirs is 198 to 46. It's not even worth saying that this was a fair competition. And that's just the top 10 that we're talking about. It's just unbelievably difficult to overtake it. When we took part in this tournament the last time against the team who was similarly leveled, that's the one thing that I look at. We must have the 50-50, 40-50, 40-50. You look at that there. When you average out the scores between your two enemies, you're looking at, okay, last time we wanted 44, we were actually a little bit lower. We were at about 42 against the enemy team at 40. 42 versus 40, they had a 2-point disadvantage. They lost by 350,000 score. That is just lack of participation, and that's because they only had 15 active members. In this case, we had a high activity clan who only had 3 inactive members versus our entire clan who was so far below. If you count out 3 members and you divide it by 27, it's not going to make that much of a difference to that overall power. We had one no-show, that's all for our entire tournament. Is that really bad? No, it isn't, but at the end of the day, that's the number one reason why we lost on such a big score. We also scored through the roof for ourselves. That team should be a rank 2, and by rank 2 I mean, where is this one? Yeah, they should have been in tier 2 with other tier 2 enemies. This is where, oh no, tier 2 is way higher than that, they're 2.95. This is where their general enemies would be, but they decided to sit in a lower league with a weaker team and build up. So they had us on the back foot. And as you can see, it just goes up as you go up in scores. They're not showing the highest in this league. Personal rewards this is just, couldn't get any of this. This would have been such a big bonus to me. 2 days, such a big bunch of AP to help me out with whatever I'm chasing after, and that's all there wasn't in my grasp. And you can see I'm also behind. I need to be at that 100,000 mark. That is where I am supposed to be. That is my power level, and yeah, failing on that is really, really awkward. So anyway, that's just the grit of it. In terms of my own failures, as I said, it's mainly a time wasted situation for me. No power, 20 hours downtime, I lost a day worth of participation. So for me, that's my 20,000 points that I wanted to put on gone. Could that have helped us? No, it wouldn't have helped us. Another 20,000 would have just given us 868. Against their 139,000, not even going to make a difference. It's a drop in the ocean against them. That's how bad this level was. 24 wins is most probably because they keep getting matches like this here. All Plarium needs to do is fine-tune that matchmaking to keep you as close to level as possible, not as close to score as possible. Remember, level between players is much better, and score between players is a much harder one to address, because people can have dormant accounts that they aren't using, and other times you can have accounts that are active that you don't want to have to fight against, because they're just going to brutalize you in the end game. So yeah, that's just about my rant for today on this one. Yeah, it's a loss, and honestly, the clan that I'm in performed admirably. It was a good performance from them. I hope that we do better in the next one. Catch you all in the next one, and have a great day.